What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today is a super special day. I was already out here, hence the gloves, but I did get my injectors here. I bought them secondhand off the marketplace, a set of ID 1050Xs. So nothing too crazy. It's kind of a normal thing what people typically run on their STIs and whatnot. So yeah, it's gonna be no different with me. And yeah, I cannot wait. I've been waiting for these for a while. So yeah, we're just gonna get to work. We're gonna get to work on getting this fuel system done. So as you guys do, if you guys don't remember, I will be using the new IAG fuel rails, 8 to -6 reducers, and then -6 line for the inlets and outlets of the fuel rail, and back to the fuel system that's stock in the car. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna adapt that into the car, but I will give myself a lot of room so that I can actually get this fuel system done and done correctly. So I am still waiting for the intake cam sprocket tool or whatnot. So as you guys remember from the last episode, the engine is timed and it's running really well. It goes good. There's no binding or anything like that, so which is really good. So as you can tell, the intake manifold is still kind of halfway on and off. I usually do that for a reason. The reason is just so that like I can make sure I have everything underneath. So like the inlet, I have all these these plugs and stuff like that all plugged up, which it looks like the stock boost controller and something else, some type of sensors go on the front of here. I got a bunch of stuff. I still do need a crank angle sensor, and I need an oil pressure sensor, which I don't have. So I'm gonna have to get those two things along with a new what do you want to call that, a knock sensor out back. So I did get the throttle body on. It looks like poop, but I didn't really want to mess with anything. I can't really do anything with it just because it is the motor is on this side. So I don't know, it is what it is. I'm really not super duper happy about how it looks, but hopefully like when the engine is in, like you're really not going to be able to see too much of it, which is the idea. So I still need to do all of that. Still need to connect the breather valve from here to the back port, from this side to this port, and I do need to start making up my lines for the AOS, but I don't know how much I'm gonna get done on this episode. But what I plan on doing is getting the fuel system done. That is project number 1 for today. That's what I kind of want to do. So yeah, let me set the camera up and let's get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, so whenever you get your injectors in, it should be a straight 1 2 3. I had to cut a little bit around, well, not cut, make sure that the injector seats were actually like clean enough so that the buckets went in really nice. So now that that's done, I assembled my my fuel rails. So all it is 2-8s in and 2-6s out. I don't have the what do you want to call those? I don't know what you want to even call those. Like there's some type of regulator at the bottom of the fuel rail, so I don't really need that. So I just blocked that off, and now just throw a little bit of Vaseline or something like that in these holes there, and you can start to actually get these bad boys on, and we can move on to the next step. So let's go. People, so I'm at a point where I can actually start building these bad boys. So now that this thing is the fuel rail is secured, I try to keep the fuel lines in the center. They don't need to be, you can put them wherever you kind of want. but I like mine in the center, so like I can possibly tuck it away and kind of hide it a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, here's everything that I'm gonna need on the table right here. So I have 4 90-degree elbows, I have 4 straights, and then I have 2 T's. There is, I think, I want to say 10 feet of line here. Then I have another, I don't know, like 3 foot right here, which I'm going to use first. I've had it for a little bit. I actually think I might have more over there. Actually, I do have a lot more over there. So, but yeah, this is more than enough that you won't have to really worry about going into anything else. But I'm going to use this old stuff first because it's already unraveled. So, yeah. So, what you want to try to do is keep all the lengths pretty equal, or at least close to equal as you possibly can. So I think the direction I'm going to go in is put a 90-degree here, 90-degree here, meet them up somewhere around here in the center, and then the T will go somewhere around here, go up and over, and just leave a bunch of line back here. And then the same thing will be in the back. So a 90-degree here, 90-degree here. It'll meet up somewhere around this area here, and then the T will come straight off. And then I'm gonna, like, I don't really have any kind of 6AN clamps, so what I'm gonna do is just zip tie them together with black zip ties and run them out this way, just so that like I have everything together, you know what I mean? So I don't really need to do this like outside the car, but I do definitely think that it's a lot easier to do it outside the car. That's for sure. So I'm going to get to that, set the camera up, and let's get rocking. All right, people, so here we go. So I got my first 2 lines going here, and they look about the same kind of length, right? So they're gonna go here and here, like I said before. So let's just test fit these bad boys. So I'm gonna loosely just put them on just to see where we're at as far as length. So I left a little bit just so I could kind of make it so that it's somewhat kind of hidden. Well, somewhat kind of hidden. I don't know how hidden I'm gonna get it, but yeah, it's looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. So I will have to trim up both of them because we'll kind of have to come to a T right around somewhere around here. Solve for X. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to cut these to length here a little bit short, and then I can put on 2 of these bad boys, 2 of the straights, if you can see those, 2 straights, and then it's gonna go to one of these bad boys. Or I can actually do a 45 or 30. I don't know what degrees that is. I don't know what it looks. It doesn't look like a, I don't know what, it's probably a 45. So if I do 1 45 or 2 45s and then a straight out, that actually might work a little bit better. Actually, yeah, I think I might just do that. Do 2 45s, one on one side like this, one on the other side, on this side, so that the straight is straight. Well, yeah, straight is straight. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let me get that done, and then I'll cut back whenever I got that done. All right. Okay, ladies and gentle folks, so what we have on the table is everything that you're gonna need. So I went ahead and constructed the rears and did the fronts while I was at it. So I used all 4 90-degree elbows on each of the corners. And for the front, I used 2 45s, and on the rear, I used 2 straights. So each straight is gonna go to each corner. And then 2 of the 40 or whatever these are, 45s, are gonna continue to into this T. So the fronts are gonna continue to the T, and then the rears are gonna go into the T as well. So in the rear, oh no, I'm sorry, in the front I'm gonna have a 45 degree, and it's gonna go in a weird spot. So you can see it easier from the back. So it's gonna go, I don't know if you can kind of see, it's gonna go right into this slot here. It's gonna be really hard to see on camera. I don't want to really take it off the tripod, but it's gonna go through here and out there. So the rears are gonna go boom boom, and they're gonna the T is gonna sit right up in here somewhere, and then I'm gonna just route the extra hose out here. So let's get to that now, because it is getting a little late. It took me about like an hour or so to kind of get this figured out, because it's been a while since I have done the lines all by myself. But what I will do is I will link all the link in the description on what you actually need, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably, with all 6 lines or whatnot, I think it's probably about, if I had to guess, maybe about 7 or 8 feet of hose, which is probably not even, that's probably not even accurate. I don't even know. I barely even got into this stuff here. So I only got into it just to kind of do these 2 lines here. These are not equals. They will get cut down and measured for when the motor is in the car and I'm ready to go. But I didn't use any of the straights, or actually I used 2 of the straights out of the 4 that I had. So like I said before, I will link in the description below where I got these things and what you actually need. So I will take a picture and I will kind of get it for you. But I'm not exactly sure what you want to do about the length. So you're gonna have to make up your own lengths, because since the motor is out of the car right now, it's a lot easier for me to do all of this stuff. But if you do it, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to do. So the lengths just all depend on what you want to do. So I'm gonna set the camera up and I'm gonna get these bad boys routed, and I'll show you exactly what we're working with. So let's go. Everybody, so quick update here. I haven't said that in a long time, but I have my fuel system all like the front part kind of mocked up. So I had to actually bring in my AC compressor. I don't even know if it's even good. It doesn't sound like it's bad, but anyway, look at that. This looks like poop, so I'm gonna have to definitely clean this up. But the way I had everything was it was routed around this, but I didn't have I didn't know which way I was actually gonna go. So I was gonna go here and then up through here, but in all actuality I won't have enough space with the line with this AC compressor, and the alternator sits right here, so I won't have enough line to actually run it like that. So instead of a I think it was a 45 degree angle, I think it was this one I had on here, and it was gonna go up into the intake manifold and in the back like this. So I had to change that to a 45, or like I had to change it back to a 45 because I had it like a 45 degree before, but I changed it. But yeah, it's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna go around, and it's gonna go just like that. So I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna take this bad boy off. I'm gonna tighten all of these lines, make sure they're all good, and yeah, get back to work on routing this bad boy, because I had to take the intake manifold off. It was a little bit in the way, and I wanted to make sure I can actually get to everything without having too much of an issue. So yeah, let's get back to it. Everybody, so here's a close-up view without the intake manifold on. So the front line comes to here, which is not the prettiest, but it will get the job done. And it goes back around back here to the one side, to the front. And the rears kind of just meet up in the middle here. So one here and one here. So nothing too crazy spectacular, but it is the way that I'm gonna go with it. So, and then yeah, I have enough here to actually cut or, you know, modify as I need. I didn't tighten this down. I didn't tighten the sides down, just so that, like, you know, if I wanted to move it or whatnot, I can actually get it done. So let me put the intake manifold back on. I can't really tighten it down, or I don't want to tighten it down just yet, just because I'm waiting for an up pipe, which I actually just got a call from a guy that's actually got one for sale local. So I'm gonna go see him, and hopefully we can kind of move along to actually getting the exhaust put on, the turbo put on, and stuff like that. And then we can actually put the intake manifold on, and we can get everything torqued down up here and down below, and get everything run as far as the oil and everything like that. So I still need to do the these two you know, like breather hoses, one here and one here, and we can kind of go from there, because looks like the intake manifold has everything on it except for you know, a couple of the parts that still need to go on, like the boost controller and stuff like that. So yeah, let me get that on and we'll see where we're at. Let's go. All right, guys, there you have it. It's really nothing special. I now have the intake manifold somewhat on. I'm going to go and talk to a guy about a brand new, you know, up pipe. So that's what we're gonna go off to now. I will be taking the whatever this whole bracket assembly thing off, and with the AC compressor, cleaning at least most of it up. I don't know how much I'm gonna get cleaned up off this AC compressor, or on the, what you call it here, the alternator, generator, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how I'm gonna actually like get that all cleaned up, but I'm gonna try my best to try to get it all cleaned up and make it look as good as everything else on the engine bay here. So more than likely I'm just gonna paint all of this stuff, just get it all like cleaned up, and then paint all this stuff all the same kind of silver, or whatever the case is, and then get some of this stuff all kind of taken care of, because it looks like poop. Like I said before, it looks like poop right now, and I'm not really happy with it. So I'm gonna get that done, and try to get some of this exhaust work done. As soon as I get that done, then I could actually mount this freaking turbo, get all the lines on, and get my my pairing you know, like inlet on, and then we can start to wrap most of this stuff up, because it's starting to get a little long-winded, and I'm starting to get a little irritated with how long this is taking. But it is a build. You can't really rush these things. So I mean, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So I don't know, if you like this video, I upload every 3 days. I try to get you as much content as I possibly can. So if you like this video and you like what I got going on with the STI, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how it is, how it's going. How do you like it? We can kind of go from there, and maybe think about hitting that like button. I don't know, it'll probably help the channel out massively, because you know, I do get a lot of people, like I've said before in older videos, that do like my product, or my products. They actually do like what I'm doing here, and they actually want to support. So just hit the like button. Maybe think about subscribing, and maybe we can continue this journey together, and we can get this STI going, and hopefully within the next couple videos here, we can actually get this thing going and off to the races, and try to get it in the car. And I don't know, you know the drill. We got to break it in. We got to do all this stuff, because I got to buy a new clutch, and you know how the deal is. It's really bad. But anyway, enough of me rambling. If you like my video, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. All right, deuces.